Terrence Howard's exclusive interview revealing every celebrity that was sexually involved with Diddy has just been released, and allegedly, Terrence Howard has received threats over the names he revealed. Diddy's situation has also gotten worse, with a new lawsuit naming Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and even LeBron James now filed in court. This proves that some of the biggest names in the industry were involved with Diddy, and if Diddy goes behind bars, the worst sex trafficking ring in Hollywood will come crashing down.
If you're going to speak against me, then bring that same energy face to face. Real respect, real integrity. It doesn't happen behind screens or hidden edits. A lifetime of experience gives a man the right to speak his truth with conviction. So if anyone wants to challenge that, do it directly. Stand on your words. Because real men don't hide. They confront things head-on with honesty and accountability.
Oscar-nominated actor Terrence Howard left the film industry because he knew what goes on behind closed doors. Couch casting and sexual favors are what this industry is built on, and Diddy's arrest and the tapes he recorded prove all of this.
In a revealing conversation, 50 Cent recalled an uncomfortable experience involving Sean Diddy Combs. He described being invited multiple times under the idea of collaborating, whether it was acting or music, but something about the situation didn't feel right. According to him, the energy shifted, raising questions about intentions, and that's when he chose to distance himself completely. He emphasized that standing firm in your principles can cost opportunities, but for him, integrity always came first.
Terrence revealed that the people who say yes to these deals and give up their integrity can never get the abuse out of their heads. What's the point of success if you have to give up your respect to achieve it? According to Terrence, people like Justin Bieber and Usher are suffering mentally and take drugs to drown the memories of their abuse.
The discussion then turns to the darker side of the entertainment industry. There's a belief among some voices that certain artists struggle mentally after compromising their values in pursuit of success. Names like Justin Bieber are sometimes brought up in broader conversations about pressure, fame, and personal battles, though without confirmed connections to these specific claims. The bigger point being made is about the cost of success. What happens when fame comes at the expense of identity, purpose, and inner peace?
Before his interview, Terrence Howard tweeted that he was going to reveal all the lies and that he was just getting started. This is the end of the great lie. We have waited years for the truth to be revealed, and now that it is here, let's live by it. We are tearing down this entire system of lies. The revolution has begun. Make way for life and stay tuned. We are just getting started. After his interview, Terrence Howard was approached by the people he had talked about and allegedly also received threats. In a video posted after his interview, Terrence Howard said this:
Another strong message follows. If you're going to accuse someone or question their character, do it openly. Don't twist narratives or hide behind fair use while damaging reputations. Accountability goes both ways. Using someone's name for attention while calling them a liar comes with consequences. If you're going to speak, be ready to stand behind your words in public, not just online.
As we peel back the layers of what Terrence Howard has been saying, we see that Hollywood is filled with predators. Sexual abuse is rampant in the film industry, and some of the biggest names like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Roman Polanski, and now Diddy were all sexual predators who used young men and forced them into degrading sex acts. These people are part of the gay mafia that controls Hollywood and the music industry. Record company executives and directors were all involved in the sex trafficking ring with Diddy.
The conversation deepens into the emotional toll of fame. Some believe that people in the spotlight turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms when dealing with pressure, regret, or past decisions. References are made to late actors like Heath Ledger and Philip Seymour Hoffman as examples of how overwhelming the industry can become. The message is clear. Success means nothing if it costs your mental health, your identity, or your sense of self. Going back to personal experiences, 50 Cent explains that his distance from Diddy was always about business and comfort levels. He describes moments that felt unusual to him, interactions that didn't align with his personality or boundaries. Looking back now, he suggests that some behaviors people ignored at the time are being re-examined under a different light as more stories surface. At the same time, some celebrities have publicly denied any involvement, Meek Mill addressed rumors directly, stating clearly that he has never been part of any alleged activities and pushing back against viral claims. His response reflects a growing trend. Artists speaking out to separate fact from internet narratives.
Meek Mill was hanging out with Diddy, going shopping with him, and showing up to parties in matching clothes after 50 rejected Diddy. 50 said that he rejected Diddy because he knew what going out with Diddy really meant. Diddy was sexually interested in 50, but 50 said no. Meek Mill said yes because he was ready to give up his man card in return for fame and money.
As speculation spreads online, major names like Jay-Z and Beyoncé are often mentioned in discussions about industry connections. It's important to note that being associated with events or individuals does not imply involvement in wrongdoing. However, their long-standing presence in the same circles continues to fuel public curiosity and debate about how interconnected the entertainment world really is.
It's not just Meek Mill that was involved with Diddy. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have both been longtime supporters of Diddy, and as the recent lawsuits now prove, they were regulars at his freak-off parties too. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are people who married each other just for business reasons and to grow their empire. Their names have come up in 2 separate lawsuits now, and it's only a matter of time before they get indicted just like Diddy.
Old footage and past party clips have resurfaced, showing just how wide Diddy's network was. Featuring artists like Drake, Rick Ross, and Chris Brown. These moments highlight the scale of influence and how many major figures crossed paths over the years, adding fuel to ongoing speculation online.
Every major rapper was involved with Diddy. They're all silent now, but they can never get rid of the evidence. Just take a look at everyone that was partying with Diddy back in 2010. Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher have always been close to Diddy. In May of 2018, Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami had to be closed down because of a shooter. Jonathan Oddie. Jonathan claimed to be Diddy's alleged sex slave and said that he was being controlled.
In legal discussions, some high-profile figures, including LeBron James, have been mentioned as potential witnesses in broader narratives tied to lawsuits. However, reports suggest that being named does not necessarily indicate wrongdoing, but rather possible awareness or presence. Legal experts emphasize that these cases are complex, and outcomes depend on verified evidence, not speculation.
Matters even worse for Jay-Z and Beyoncé. The recent lawsuit they were named in lists 3 more major celebrities as witnesses, and this time the defendant isn't an anonymous John Doe. A new civil lawsuit was just filed against Jay-Z, Beyoncé, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan for being part of a Diddy party where a man was allegedly sexually abused and humiliated. Defendant Joseph Manzaro alleges that back in 2015, he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing new accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son Christian Combs. There he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states, Jay-Z and Beyoncé Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyoncé Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
He also points out how certain actions were overlooked because of Diddy's status and influence. What might have seemed harmless or just personality, back then is now being questioned. For years, speaking out made him seem like the odd one out. But today, as more conversations emerge, perspectives are starting to shift.
Another major name trying to get away from the Diddy allegations is Will Smith. During a comedy appearance in San Diego, Will Smith joked, "I haven't been anywhere near those damn freak-offs," adding, "I don't even like baby oil." This statement was in response to allegations against Diddy, which mentioned Will Smith as a close associate. Interestingly, Will Smith's former assistant has come forward and revealed that he once caught Will cheating on Jada with Dwayne Martin.
The conversation also touches on how quickly public opinion can blur reality. One perspective shared is that not everyone in the industry participates in the same lifestyle, even if they're part of the same culture. Assumptions can spread fast online, but they don't always reflect truth. The line between speculation and verified information becomes more important than ever. Business rivalries also come into play. 50 Cent hints that some of his past criticism of Diddy was rooted in competition, particularly in the liquor business. But he also suggests there were behaviors behind the scenes that raised concerns long before any public allegations surfaced.
Unlike these criminals, 50 doesn't have anything to hide. Terrence Howard said the exact same thing. The only reason 50 Cent and Terrence Howard are able to publicly expose the people connected to Diddy is because they themselves never participated in these parties. They've got nothing to hide.
Meanwhile, legal proceedings involving Diddy continue to unfold. Court discussions include evidence disputes and timelines, with reports indicating that trial preparations are moving forward. A widely discussed 2016 video involving Cassie Ventura has also become part of legal arguments, with both sides disputing how it should be interpreted.
50 is going to reveal all of Diddy's lies in his upcoming documentary, Diddy Do It. Announced in December of 2023 and set to release in the next few weeks, this documentary will reveal all of Diddy's secrets and everyone associated with him. A statement released by Netflix reads, "This is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far. We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives."
Further details from court filings mention disputes over large volumes of communication records, including emails tied to alleged witnesses. Legal teams are pushing for full context, while judges weigh what's relevant to the case. It's a complex legal battle that could take time to fully unfold.
Diddy's team is losing it. They just filed a motion to get Diddy's trial delayed, but the judge has just said no. Diddy's lawyers claim that they need 2 more months to prepare for the trial. Interestingly, Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, claimed that his team was ready months ago. Now that it's actually time to prove what he said, however, he's backing out. The evidence against Diddy is impossible to deny.
Now, as more lawsuits emerge and public attention intensifies, voices like 50 Cent claim they saw signs long ago. With documentaries rumored and new information surfacing, many believe the story is far from over. The industry is watching closely, and whatever happens next could reshape how Hollywood operates behind the scenes. Meanwhile, legal proceedings involving Diddy continue to unfold. Court discussions include evidence disputes and timelines, with reports indicating that trial preparations are moving forward. A widely discussed 2016 video involving Cassie Ventura has also become part of legal arguments, with both sides disputing how it should be interpreted. Further details from court filings mention disputes over large volumes of communication records, including emails tied to alleged witnesses. Legal teams are pushing for full context, while judges weigh what's relevant to the case. It's a complex legal battle.
More victims are also coming forward. Cassie has now been confirmed as one of the witnesses that federal prosecutors are going to call in the upcoming case. Originally, this case had only 2 victims, but now it looks like we might have a total of 5 confirmed witnesses who will be called to testify.
Now, as more lawsuits emerge and public attention intensifies, voices like 50 Cent claim they saw signs long ago. With documentaries rumored and new information surfacing, many believe the story is far from over. The industry is watching closely, and whatever happens next could reshape how Hollywood operates behind the scenes.
Some of the biggest names in Hollywood are being pulled into the spotlight and there's no turning back. 50 Cent warned us, and with lawsuits piling up, victims stepping forward, and the Diddy Do It documentary on the horizon, the truth is finally breaking through. Like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of what's coming next, subscribe and turn on notifications.